comfy seat, whatever that looks like. You can come to child's pose, you can lay down, find lotus or half lotus, or sit up on a block. And let your hands settle wherever's comfortable, maybe in your lap or at heart center. Maybe you like to bring a hand to the belly and a hand to the chest. And from here, we'll start to breathe, focusing in on the breath. We'll breathe in and out through the nose, elongating those inhales and exhales, slowing down that breath. Try to breathe in for at least 4 seconds, maybe even 5 or 6. And exhale for just as long, if not longer. Really emptying out that diaphragm, making room for fresh breath. And let your eyes close if you're comfortable. Coming into your own space, creating that yogic energy. Filling your space with that nice, calm aura. Let every exhale ground you deeper into the mat. Every inhale, tune you in deeper to the practice. Listening to the breath and quieting the mind. If you find your mind wandering, just count the seconds of your inhales, count the seconds of those exhales, something simple to occupy the mind space. Focus in on the sound of that breath going in and out of your nose. Check in with that spine, make sure that spine is straight, shoulders are away from ears, we're not holding any tension. And just be. Take about 15 more breaths like this. You don't even need to count. And with your last exhale, you can release your hands into your lap. Your next inhale, sweep them up overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Right hand comes down, left arm floats overhead. Use that whole exhale to bend into your right side. Inhale, lengthening up through center. And exhale to side bend to the left. Maybe even dropping that elbow down to the mat. Inhale up through center. And let's exhale, bring the hands forward, roll over those knees. Transitioning through tabletop, we're gonna take a minute in frog pose. So let your knees come nice and wide and your feet turn out. Maybe your feet can even get a little bit wider than those knees. You can stay up on your palms or start to lower down onto those forearms. It's a hip opener. Push your body back on those elbows to deepen the opening, or rock yourself forward to come out a little bit. And you can find what works for you. Maybe you stay in one spot. Maybe you inhale and come forward. Exhale and push back. We'll spend about 10 breaths in frog pose, opening up those hips. If this hurts your knees, you can bring pillows under your knees. You can also just flip onto your back and bend your knees into your chest, hold them in your hands, and pull them towards your armpits. Mimicking the same posture on your back totally works. We'll take about 6 more breaths here. Three more breaths. And one more full, slow breath. To come out of frog posture, we'll inhale back up onto those palms and turn those feet inward to try and bring those toes together. Sink the hips back onto the heels and pull the knees together for a child's pose. Your body come down. Inhale and exhale here. And then we'll inhale to lift through tabletop right into some cat-cows. It's an inhale to drop that belly, curl that tailbone up, pulling the mat back with your palms to feel the chest open up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, curl the spine, find space between the shoulder blades by actively pushing the mat away with your hands. Inhale, drop that belly back down. And exhale, curl the spine back up. Start to move into some free movement. You can stick with wildcat or start to draw some circles with your hips. Stick with cat-cow, whatever feels good. Feeling out the body, checking in with how you're doing today. We'll take one more full breath cycle here. And inhale, find your way back to a neutral tabletop. We're gonna root down nice and strong on the left palm and the left knee. Inhale, extend the right leg behind you. Extend the right arm forward as you twist your body up and open. Your right arm can come overhead. Your left foot might spin back a little bit for a kickstand. That's great. And you can stay here, or you can bend that right knee in, reach for those toes with your right hand, and just extend that leg out, wherever it goes to. You might feel it a little bit in the left glute. Breathe in here. One more breath. Take an inhale, re-extend everything long. Exhale, pull it all back down, neutral tabletop, clearing breath. Inhale and exhale, make it a cat-cow, make it whatever it wants to be. And we're just gonna move right on over to the other side. So rooting down nice and strong on the right palm and the right knee. Right. Inhale, extend that left leg long. Extend that left arm long and let it swing overhead as your body opens up to the left. You can let that right foot swing back a little bit for a kickstand. You can stay here and breathe or bend that left knee in. See if you can extend that leg straight. And breathe. Nice. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Inhale, extend everything long 1 more time. Exhale, let it all come down back to tabletop, clearing breath. Inhale, drop that belly for cow pose. Exhale, curl the spine, come into cat. And we'll inhale back to neutral. This time we'll bring the right leg up, bent at the knee. Reach back for it with that left hand. Inhale, let your chest open up to the front of the mat. Start to kick that left foot into that hand. You'll feel it in your lower back. It's okay if your belly dips. Breathe here. Feel it in that right quad. 1 more breath. Inhale, extend long, quick tiger pose, transition. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale, let the left leg rise up, bending at the left knee, right arm reaches back. Start to kick into that right hand with that left foot. Feel it through the left quad, the left glutes. Let that chest open up to the front of the mat. Keeping that left shoulder away from your ear. Breathe here. 1 more full breath. Inhale, extend long through crouching tiger. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck those toes. Sink those hips back. Feel it stretch through the feet here, stretching through the toes. Take a couple breaths. We'll work our way towards down dog whenever you're ready. Take your time, stretching out the feet, no rush. When you're ready, inhale through that tabletop, hover those knees, send those hips back, and start to straighten those legs. When we get to down dog, let's pedal out the feet. Inhale, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Exhale here. Inhale, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, and exhale here. Inhale, switch. Exhale, drive that left heel into the mat. Inhale, switch. Exhale, right heel reaches its way towards that mat. Let's do 1 more time each side. Inhale to switch. Exhale to deepen. And then inhale, bend both those knees. Really let those shoulders sink into that ball and socket joint. Exhale, send both heels into the mat. Full down dog. Inhale, walk the feet to your hands, find your forward fold. Exhale, settle into the fold. Let your arms dangle. Let that head hang heavy. You can hold opposite elbow if it feels good. Good opportunity to put your hair up if you need to, or maybe remove a layer like I need to. Now it is too hot with my space heater. Bend the knees, inhale, roll that body all the way up to standing. Arms sweep up overhead. Slight back bend, exhale, dive right back down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Shoulders roll back and down. Nice. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step or hop your feet back to your plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale through chaturanga or your 8-point pose. If you're lowering through 8 points, it's knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, lift the hands, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, let the hands push against the mat for cobra. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. You can stick with cobra pose or let the legs get involved. Inhale, roll those shoulders back and down. Push the mat away, lift the chest, lift the thighs, tops of the feet against the mat for full up dog. And then roll over those toes, send it back to down dog. 3 breaths here in down dog. One more breath. Inhale to your plank pose. Exhale here. Inhale, roll onto the outer edge of that right foot, side plank, left arm sweeps up. You can always drop that right leg down. You can lift the left leg up just like we were doing earlier in tabletop. You can also take side plank, lifting the left leg up. One more breath. Full exhale. Full inhale. And as you exhale, pull that left leg up, place it next to your hands. We'll bring the hands down. Shuffle that left foot in so our hands are framing that foot. Turn down to the ball of our right foot, let that right knee drop. You can untuck the toes. Inhale the upper body up, arms framing the ears. Take a slight back bend if it feels good. And then we'll exhale those hands down, clasp them behind our back. Pull those shoulders away from ears, pull the shoulders down the back. We're going to transition to standing here, so tuck those right toes. You're going to end up scooting your right foot in a little bit, but inhale, lift to that lunge, and then scoot that right foot in so you can straighten that left leg. Forward fold, let those hands come up over your head. Keep those palms together, squeezing shoulders together, stretching the fronts of the shoulders, the back of the left leg. You can be on the ball of the right foot, or the right foot can be flat at a 45-degree angle. Big inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Let the hands frame the left foot as you forward fold over that left leg. Inhale, start to transfer the weight into that left foot. Right leg rises, standing split. You can stay here with your hands on the floor or on blocks. You can hold on to that left ankle, or you can lift the body, lift the arms for warrior 3. We're just going to take 2 more breaths here. You got it. One more breath. And then one more inhale. That right leg is long and strong. Exhale, let it land behind you. Hands framing the left foot. Let the left foot step back to meet the right. Optional vinyasa here, or just meet back in down dog. You can take a break in child's pose. Whatever feels good for you. When you're back in down dog, we'll take 5 full breaths here. In and out through the nose. Two more breaths. Inhale, lift your gaze to those hands. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Find your forward fold. Exhale, release into that fold. Inhale, micro bend the knees. Roll that body all the way up to standing. Arms sweep up overhead. Slight back bend if it feels good, and then exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders roll back and down. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back to your plank. Optional vinyasa here, or just push right back to down dog. We will all meet back at down dog. You can just breathe here or take that vinyasa. We'll move again in 2 breaths. Exhale, settle into that down dog. Inhale to your plank pose. Exhale, roll onto the outer edge of that left foot. Let the right arm rise up for side plank. You can drop the left knee, lift the right leg, whatever feels good. Embrace your strength. Breathe. Big inhale. And as you exhale back to your plank, bring that right foot up, land it outside the right hand. We'll take that little shimmy. Right hand comes outside the right foot. Let that left knee drop, left toes untuck. Inhale, shoulders back and down, chest is open, opening up through the inside of that right hip. And then inhale, lift that upper body up. Left leg is still down. Exhale, let the hands come down. We'll clasp them behind our back, pulling shoulders away from ears, stretching the fronts of those shoulders, squeezing those big muscles together. And then tuck those left toes. Lift the left knee. We'll do our little scoot that left foot up so you can straighten that right leg and let those arms fall overhead. On my other side, my back foot was flat at a 45. This side, it wants to be straight on the ball of my foot. Doesn't have to look the same. Hug those palms together, pull shoulders away from ears, even though we are stretching them. One more big inhale on the arm lock. And then exhale, let those hands fall, framing the right foot. Really straighten that right leg. Feel that nice opening through the whole back of that leg. Trying to drive that forehead to that knee. Inhale, start to transfer that weight forward, crawl the hands forward, lift the left leg up, standing split. Your right leg is supporting you, left leg is long and strong. You can stay here or you can transition to warrior 3, whatever you'd like. Again, you don't have to do the same thing on this side. 3 breaths. One more full breath. inhale, feel it extend long and strong. Exhale, land that left leg long behind you. Step the right foot back to meet it. Optional vinyasa, or we'll meet in down dog. If you're taking a vinyasa, you're inhaling in your plank, exhaling through that push-up or your 8-point pose. Inhaling up dog, baby cobra. Shoulders are away from ears. And exhaling it back to down dog. And breathe here. You can pedal out the feet, you can hold stillness. We'll take 5 breaths here. One more full breath. Inhale, raise that right leg up behind you, long and strong, 3-legged dog. Bend that right knee, and we'll draw 3 circles with that knee, as big or as small as you want. Inhaling as you lift it up, exhaling as you pull it down. And after those 3 circles, reverse direction. 3 more going the opposite way. Inhale, center that right leg long. Exhale, pull it in for pigeon. Right knee next to right wrist. Right ankle reaching towards that left wrist. Your left foot can scoot you back. Inhale those shoulders back and down, chest is open. And you can stay here in your upright pigeon, or if you'd like, exhale and release down. Maybe onto the forearms, or maybe all the way onto that belly. Whatever feels good. Finding the comfort past the discomfort. Breathe into the outside of that right hip. Breathe into that right glute. And find your calmness in a difficult posture. This is uncomfortable for you in this position. You can also take pigeon on your back. We're going to stay in pigeon, so feel free to stay here and breathe. If you want to try it on your back, then you'll just turn yourself over to your back. Keep that left leg extended long. Pull that right knee towards that right armpit, that right foot towards that left armpit, and then pull them down towards your body. Mimicking that posture with your arms, serving as the weight of your body. And breathe here. We're going to take 10 more breaths in pigeon. So if you want to try for king pigeon, go ahead. I will not direct you out of it. For Raj Kapotanasana, you'll bend that left knee, reach back with your right hand, finding a twist, or you'll reach back with both hands and go for the back bend. Totally up to you. We have 8 more breaths here. Take 3 more breaths. And take your time moving. You're welcome to stay in pigeon if you'd like. We're going to inhale up onto those palms and roll right onto that right butt cheek. So we're coming to a seated position. with our right foot tucked into that left thigh and our left leg extended long. We might need to make some adjustments so that that tailbone is pretty much equal on the mat. Your left foot can come all the way in if you'd like. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend towards that left foot. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches overhead. Gaze is towards that right armpit or up at the sky. Opening up deeply through the right side body. Breathing in and out through the nose and always sighing out the mouth if it feels good. Inhale, release those arms up through center. Turn your torso, twisting over that left leg. Exhale, forward fold that rib cage over that left leg. No pressure to reach that left foot. You can hold on to the calf or the ankle. You can also always bend that left leg if you really want to reach that foot, or just if it feels good. And release here. Two more breaths. Inhale that upper body back up. Bring those hands to the other side of your right leg, outside your right thigh. Hopefully this isn't taking your back to me, but we're just transitioning back to down dog from here. So if it takes you so that your back is turned to me, feel free to not do it that way. But we're finding our way back to down dog. If you'd like to take another vinyasa to transition back, go ahead. We'll meet back in stillness in 3 more breaths. Use that next exhale to settle into your down dog. Inhale, float that left leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Remember to keep driving that right heel into the mat and bend that left knee. We'll draw 3 circles with that knee, inhaling on upward movements, exhaling on downward movements, slow circles, warming up that hip joint. And when you're done with those 3, reverse directions. Inhale, extend that left leg long and strong behind you. Exhale, pull that knee in, setting up for pigeon on the other side. Left knee reaching towards left wrist, left ankle towards right wrist. You can use that right foot to scoot your body back and then untuck those right toes. Inhale, shoulders back and down, away from ears. And exhale, settle in wherever you're at today. Belly, forearms, or fingertips, it's all perfect. And release. Let your exhales ground you and calm you. And finding the comfort past the discomfort. Feel those outer hip muscles on the left resisting and releasing as you breathe, and hold your patience. We'll spend about 10 more breaths here. So if you want to go for Raj Kapottanasana, feel free to bend that right leg and reach back. About 3 more breaths. And take your time. As you're ready to move, we'll inhale back up onto those palms and let our weight fall over onto that left hip. Swinging that right leg around. Our left foot tucked into our right thigh, right leg extended long. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, it's a side bend to the right. Letting that right hand fall down. Left arm is overhead. Gaze is up, maybe past that left armpit. Breathing into that left side body. Two more breaths. Inhale, lengthen up through center. Turn that torso over that right leg and exhale, release, forward fold over that right leg. Both hands reaching for that foot, that ankle, that calf, wherever you're at today. Inhale, release, let that body rise up. Let's bring both feet into the center, Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. Feet can be as close or as far from the body as you'd like. Open up those hips. You can stay in an upright seat, give yourself a little foot massage. Or whenever you're ready, feel free to forward fold. Really open up those hips. Drive those knees into the mat. Two more breaths here. Inhale, bring that upper body up. Release those legs. We'll bring feet to the mat, knees high. Exhale, lower that upper body little by little down to the mat. When your back is on the mat and your shoulders are lifted, extend those arms overhead. Extend those legs long for a half boat pose. Exhale out the mouth, 3 breaths. One more breath. One more inhale. Exhale, feet to the mat, head down, arms by your sides. Big inhale and exhale here. And let's shift our hips over to the left. Let our knees fall over to the right, supine twist. Arms can come to a T or to cactus. I like to bring my right hand to my left thigh and gaze over my left shoulder. And just be here. come into any variation of twist you'd like. Maybe bringing your legs to eagle in a bind, or just extending that left leg out to the side, maybe holding it in your right hand for a little bit more of a stretch. But try to keep that left shoulder down on the mat, twisting from the spine. Inhale those legs through center. Shift those hips over to the right. Knees fall over to the left. Gaze falls over that right shoulder. Again, taking any variation of twist you'd like today. Feeling it in the middle of your spine. Right shoulder's down on the mat. Inhale those legs through center. Exhale, extend them long. Extend your arms long overhead. Take a full body stretch. And exhale, let it all go for just a minute. Let your body stop moving for a few moments.